two vectors u1 u2 belongs to u, and take any two scalars alpha beta belongs to r, or what is the field. Okay, here we are taking real vector spaces, so we are taking scalars alpha beta in r. Okay, so here T is a linear transformation, then T of alpha u1 plus beta u2 will be T of alpha u1 plus T of beta u2 by condition 1 of the definition. Again, T of alpha u1 equals alpha times T of u1 plus this equals beta times T of u2, okay, by condition 2 of the definition. Okay, so therefore we get for any two vectors u1 u2 of u and any two scalars alpha beta, okay, T of alpha times u1 plus beta times u2 equals alpha times T of u1 plus beta times T of u2. Therefore if T is a linear transformation, then we get the condition, that is T of alpha u1 plus beta u2 equals alpha times T of u1 plus beta times T of u2. Now we prove the converse part. Conversely, assume that T of alpha u1 plus beta u2 equals alpha times T of u1 plus beta times T of u2 for every any two vectors u1 u2 of capital U and for any two scalars alpha beta. Now we show that T is a linear transformation. Here we are taking a function T is satisfying this condition, and we are going to show that T is a linear transformation. That is, to prove this we have to show that T satisfies the two conditions of the definition of a linear transformation. So first condition, to prove the first condition, if you take alpha is equal to beta is equal to 1 in this condition, therefore T of 1 into u1 plus 1 into u2 is equal to 1 into T of u1 plus 1 into T of u2. Therefore T of, now 1 into u1 is u1, as u is a vector space. Similarly 1 into u2 is also u2, equals here 1 into T of u1. Now T of u1 is a vector of the domain space, codomain space V. So 1 into T of u1 equals T of u1 plus 1 into, similarly 1 into T of u2 equals T of u2. So first condition is verified. T of u1 plus u2 is equal to T of u1 plus T of u2 for any two vectors u1 u2 of u. Now we check the second condition. Okay, we have T of alpha u1 plus beta u2 is equal to alpha times T of u1 plus beta times T of u2. We are having this condition. Okay, function T is satisfying this condition. Now in this condition, if I take beta is equal to 0, then this condition reduces to T of alpha u1 plus 0 into u2 is equal to alpha times T of u1 plus 0 into T of u2. Therefore T of alpha u1 plus 0 into u2 is theta, the 0 vector of u, is equal to alpha times T of u1 plus here 0 into T of u2. Now T of u2 is a vector of v, so 0 into a vector of v equals theta dash, 0 vector of the codomain space V. Okay, so therefore we get T of alpha u1 is equal to alpha times T of u1, okay, for every alpha and for every small u1 belongs to capital U. So this proves the second condition of the linear transformation. So from 1 and 2 we get T is a linear transformation from U to V. Okay, so this way we have proven the theorem 1. Now we move to second theorem. This is elementary conditions of a linear transformation. The theorem 2 says if u and v be any vector spaces and if t from u to v be a linear transformation, if theta and theta dash be the zero vectors of u and v respectively, then first t of theta is equal to theta dash, and second t of minus u is equal to minus of tu for every u belongs to small u belongs to capital U. Now we prove this theorem. Okay, first we have to prove that okay t of theta is equal to theta dash. Here t is a linear transformation. Okay, so t of theta we can write t of 0 into u for any vector u of u is equal to, now t is a linear transformation and ready. Here t of theta is equal to, we can write t of 0 into v, where 0 is scalar and u is any vector of u. Now t is a linear transformation, so we can take scalar out, so 0 into t of u we can write. Now 0 into t of u, here t of u is a vector of v, so 0 into a vector of v gives theta dash, so we prove the first t of theta equals theta dash. Okay, we have proven the first condition of this theorem, first result. Okay, in second we have to prove t of minus of u is equal to minus of tu. Okay, to prove this, here t is a linear transformation, then t of alpha u is equal to alpha times t of u for any scalar alpha and for any vector small u of u. If we put alpha is equal to minus 1 here, we can take any scalar, so I am choosing alpha is equal to minus 1. So t of minus 1 into u is equal to minus 1 into t of u. Therefore t of minus 1 into u is nothing but the additive inverse of u is equal to minus 1 into t of u is nothing but the addition inverse of addition inverse of t of v, vector t of u of v. So this proves the second condition, that t of minus u is equal to minus of tu. Okay, this way we have proven the second theorem. Now we come to the next one. Next theorem, theorem 3. Okay, let u and v be any vector spaces. Let b is equal to u1 u2 up to un be any basis of u, and let v1 v2 up to vn be vectors of v. Then there exists a unique linear transformation t from u to v such that t of ui is equal to vi for every ui belongs to u, 1 is less than equal to I, less than equal to n. So here we prove this theorem. Okay, here b is a basis. B is a basis of u. Okay, then for any vector, for every vector small u belongs to u, we can write u is equal to alpha 1 u1 plus alpha 2 u2 plus up to alpha n un, as b is a basis of u. Now if we define a function t from u to v such that t of u is equal to alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 plus up to alpha n vn, then obviously this gives t of ui equals vi for every I. You can check that, because here we are having u is equal to alpha 1 u1 plus alpha 2 u2 plus up to alpha n un. So if you want to find out t of u1 from equation 2, then you put alpha 1 is equal to 1, alpha 1 is equal to 1, and rest of alpha 2, alpha 3 and alpha n is equal to 0. Then we get u is equal to u1. Then we get by 2 t of u1 is equal to, here we have alpha 1 is equal to 1, so 1 into v1 is v1, and rest of scalars are 0, then they will give the 0 vector. So we get t of u1 is equal to v1. Similarly, t of u2 is equal to v2, like that t of ui is equal to vi for every I. Now we show that the function defined this way is a linear transformation. So by using the theorem, okay, so here we take any two vectors u and v of capital U. We are having u is equal to alpha 1 u1 plus alpha 2 u2 un. Similarly, v can be expressed as alpha 1 for other beta 1 u1 plus beta 2 u2 plus up to beta n un, as b is equal to u1 u2 up to un is a basis of a vector space U. Okay, and take any two scalar. We show that t of alpha u plus beta v equals alpha times t of u plus beta times t of v. That will prove that the function defined this way is a linear transformation. Okay, now here our left hand side is t of alpha u plus beta v is equal to t of alpha times u is what, alpha 1 u1 plus up to alpha n un plus beta times we have v is what, v is beta 1 u1 plus beta 2 u2 plus up beta n un. This is equal to, now we club all the terms in involving the same vector u1 u2 up to un. So we have t of alpha 1 u1, okay, plus beta 1 u1 plus up to alpha n un plus beta n un is equal to t of alpha 1 plus beta 1 u1 plus up to alpha n plus beta n un is equal to, by definition of function t, okay, this when it applies it converts the u type vector into v type vector. So this gives alpha 1 plus beta 1 v1 plus up to similarly alpha n plus beta n vn. Okay, so now we can write these as alpha, collect all the terms involving alpha. So alpha times alpha 1 v1 plus up to alpha n vn plus collect now terms involving beta, take beta common from that, beta times beta 1 v1 plus up to beta n vn. Now look at this, in the rectangle brackets we are having alpha times this is alpha 1 v1 plus alpha 2 v2 plus up to alpha n vn is nothing but it is t of u plus, and in this second bracket, rectangle bracket, it is nothing but t of v. So we get t of alpha u plus beta v equals alpha times t of u plus beta times t of v for any two vectors uv of capital U and for any two scalars alpha beta. Okay, this proves that the function defined this way, t is a linear transformation from u to v. Now we have to show that this transformation t is unique. Okay, suppose uniqueness of t, suppose there exists another linear transformation S from u to v such that S of ui equals vi for every I. Now we have t of u is equal to t of this alpha 1 u1 plus up to alpha n un is equal to alpha 1 v1 plus up to alpha n vn is equal to alpha 1. Now we can put v1 is equal to S of u1 plus up to similarly alpha n times S of un. Now S is a linear transformation, so